Hello ladies! Today I am showing you how I created these spring nails. They are flowers obviously, and they were made for Finger Foods theme buffet. This week's challenge was flowers, and as you know, if you've been following the blog, I'm trying to work on my freehand a little bit this year, so that's why we're painting today. I apologize, I filmed this outside and not the best setup ever, but I'm trying new things, so bear with me. First things first, a white base coat of your choosing. I used one with a little extra glitter in it, of course, and a light green polish with any paintbrush that you have, preferably something small. If you have a fan brush, this is a great time to use it. Just really layer it up in the brush, and you can use that to lightly fan upwards and create a nice soft grass effect. I'm going to show you another recording I have in like a half a second here, and I apologize for the bumpiness. Again, I was outside, but you can really see if you load it up, just the the kind of effect you can get with your fan brush. So for those of you not sure what to do with it, maybe give this a try. It's pretty common, but it has a big effect, so it's worth trying. Anyways, that was your lightest green. With a slightly darker green, if you have one, or if you can mix your own, even better. I just used some Sinful colors that I had on hand, but you're welcome to mix your own or use whatever colors you have. Take the darker green and put in some shadows where you see fit, and that's going to help give some dimension to your leaves and your plants and your flower base. If you have a really dark green, save it for later. And this is a little bit time consuming, but I promise it's worth it. That extra, effect will really look nice on the nails later. And I used a striping brush that I had, and it's kind of a clear, and I also used some flat back pearlescent stones. They're not rhinestones by any means because they're completely solid. You can't see through them, but they are flat back. You could use caviar beads if you have them. I just didn't have any that had a pearl finish. I used a striping brush that I had that's kind of white, but it's really glitter heavy, and that is what I'm going to be using to adhere my pearlescent dots, stones, whatever we're calling them. A clear top coat that you have, any other lighter glitter, so if you have one that's got kind of like a pearlescent finish, that would work. Anything like that you can use to adhere your gems, your caviar beads, whatever. I made just a little kind of L, or not even an L shape, just a straight up and down little line with the polish, and that's what pretty much gonna be my guideline for putting the beads on. I used a dotting tool, and I just keep tipping the end and a little bit of extra top coat, or in this case the striper brush, and use that to pick up the stones and put them on. And this is time consuming, but it looks cool. So hang in there, it's a lot of work. If you're not used to doing this, maybe it'd be worth it to try, an accent nail or something first before diving all the way in. And it should look something like that when you're done. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, and pretty much keep on going till all of your nails are done to your liking. I use different colors, but obviously it's your nails, up to you, do what you want. Make sure when you're putting down your stones or your caviar beads or whatever you're using, you kind of give them an extra little patting down to really make sure they've got the most contact with the polish. You don't want them popping off later, and I can speak from experience that little extra tap when you're done with your finger makes all the difference in the world. And once all of your nails have all the flowers on them, take the darkest green you have or mix your own, and you're going to take whatever concoction you've got there and go in and add just a little bit more depth and dimension to your flowers. So if you're watching at home, try and dig a dark green up, find something extra for Christmas that you have, and use that. And yeah, that's really all there is to these. I use San Francisco by Sinful Colors. Obviously, if you have something else, that works too. You can use the same brush if you clean it out with some acetone, because you don't want to mix them too much, and just use that. And you don't need a whole lot. A little bit goes a long way, but you know, this is just putting in like the darkest of shadows, and I like to put it around the base of the flower because that's usually going to be darker anyways, because you know, if you think about it, there's not going to be as much sun there, at least with these flowers. So anyways, I hope you ladies enjoyed watching this tutorial. I enjoyed trying my hand at a little bit more free-handed painting with nail polish. If you'd like to see any other designs for spring or in the future, of course you're welcome to leave them below. A link below where you can get in contact with me on Facebook, Twitter, my blog, and see where I shared this post originally. You're welcome to always share your nail art with me if you're a nail artist or blogger. Make sure you stay tuned. On Thursdays, I have a nail art link up party that's open to everyone. Thanks so much for watching.